Hey, it's John F. Gately, and I want to talk to you about a story that almost passed me by today with all the other things that are going on Capitol Hill, but a very interesting story about Bennie Thompson, who is the former chairman of the January 6th committee under the prior Congress with Nancy Pelosi, the scam committee, the clown committee. And he was being interviewed by a CNN reporter and probably said something that he now regrets. Let's bring it up on the screen here. So, Alana Trenay, is that how you would say that? Forgive me if I mispronounce your name. She is from CNN, and she's reporting about how McCarthy has granted access to the January 6th video to members of Congress. And Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying that, quote, any of us can go. You just have to schedule the time with the Speaker's office. I'm scheduled to go, and I can take my staff with me. Okay, that sounds normal, right? Greene says she doesn't know who's in the room because she hasn't seen it yet. She hasn't gone yet. But there are instructions for her team, given how obviously there's so many hours of footage, 41,000+ hours, right? Now, right off the bat, you say to yourself, wouldn't all of that have already happened in the prior Congress, right? Didn't they get to see it in the prior Congress? Are there already rules for that? No, actually. That didn't happen. And the reason why that didn't happen is because if you allow members to see it, then you have to allow Democrat and Republican members to see it, and Pelosi didn't want that to happen. So then Bennie Thompson basically says, the former chair of the committee under the prior Congress, lawmakers were never given that type of access to the footage. Now, who's the only person who could have denied them access? Pelosi. It's strictly a new policy that the new speaker has put in place, he told CNN. In other words, that he didn't see it. The chairman of the January 6th committee under the Democrats never saw the footage. Let's go here to the bottom here. Thompson says he doesn't think any of the January 6th members themselves ever had access to the footage. They only let staff view it. What does he mean by he says they? That must mean Pelosi. In other words, he ran this investigation without ever actually watching the video. I'm actually not aware of any member of the committee who had access. We had a team of employees who kind of went through the video. Man, that in and of itself is an amazing admission of how A, sloppy, B, unthorough, and 3, predetermined the prior January 6th committee was all about. They already had their preconceived notion of what the truth was. They didn't want to see the video, and so they just staffed it out. And, of course, the staff probably didn't look at it that closely except for what they wanted to see. Which is why it's so important that Tucker is releasing it. But as I said in prior video, I really believe everybody should have access to it. It's not a technical point of view, 41,000 video, 44,000 hours of video. That's a lot of video, but it's actually a drop in the bucket compared to how much gets uploaded to YouTube on a daily basis. It's only like 4 hours of what would usually get uploaded to YouTube on a daily basis. So technically, it's totally doable. Tucker the other day said most of it is just empty conference rooms where nothing's happening, hallways where nobody's in. There's only select amount of footage that's actually relevant to what happened inside the Capitol. All right, so apparently the Democrats didn't do a very thorough job, probably because they didn't want to. I'm John F. Gately from Plymouth, America's hometown, here in Massachusetts, behind enemy lines. Have a great day. Bye-bye.